Time now for the evening rush. Two firefighters are fighting for their lives after an explosion in Roswell. Jeff Strobel and Hobie Bonham were flown to Lubbock to be treated at the burn center after this explosion that happened as they were packaging fireworks. We are told Bonham's breathing tube is out and he is talking now. He has second-degree burns to about 25% of his body. On social media, family members say Strobel suffered third-degree burns.
Several new qualifying conditions for the state's medical cannabis program are now approved. One of those new qualifying conditions is for opioid addiction. The health secretary also approving conditions that include Alzheimer's disease, autism, and 3 degenerative neurological disorders. Patients must meet at least one of 28 conditions to qualify for a medical marijuana card.
Your weather headlines for tomorrow, well, they're going to be heat related for the most part. Warmest temperatures of the spring so far on their way. Lingering storms will hang out near the mountains, and it's going to remain hot across the south. Temperatures near 100 degrees.
Police are on the hunt for a woman facing charges for her alleged part in an officer-involved shooting. On May 16th, State Police Officer Joseph Cloyd tried to stop a car driven by Daniel Franco. After a pit maneuver, police say Officer Cloyd saw Cynthia Franco turn toward him with a gun. Police say Cloyd fired his gun and hit the car. Police are now searching for Cynthia.
New at 6, State Attorney General Hector Balderas says he is launching a criminal investigation into vampire facials and an Albuquerque spa. The health department says 2 HIV cases are possibly linked to vampire facials given at VIP Spa in Albuquerque. AG Balderas says he is concerned the procedures are not being regulated at the state or federal level.
Tax documents tossed into a dumpster are now picked up, but H&R Block says it will still follow up with those who may have been affected. Flora Irvin says she found stacks of old tax returns from individuals and businesses at a recycling dumpster at her office complex, this at Carlisle and Candelaria. H&R Block says the documents were in the care of a competing tax preparer when they were trashed.
The city is trying to get bird marks off of a rainbow crosswalk in Nob Hill less than a week after they were painted. A motorcycle group burned out at the intersection last night, leaving behind hard-to-remove skid marks. Albuquerque police say they are unsure if the vandalism is targeting the LGBTQ community. Members we spoke to feel victimized by this.
In about a half hour, a pride vigil will be held at Morningside Park. Hundreds expected to gather for this candlelight vigil for the LGBTQ community. Attendees will celebrate and honor people who held the first pride marches in Albuquerque.
The world is remembering the 75th anniversary of D-Day. More than 150,000 Allied troops storming the beaches of Normandy on June 6, 1944, marking the beginning of the end of World War II. Today, President Trump attended a ceremony in France. Vice President Pence represented the White House at a U.S. ceremony.
San Juan County commissioners want applications for the vacant seat of State Senator John Pinto turned in by June 14th. They will then recommend a name to Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham. The governor will name the replacement. Pinto, the state's longest-serving senator, died last month.
You can now volunteer to help the American Red Cross. They need disaster action team members and disaster responders. Volunteers would help people displaced by events like house fires and floods. An open house will be held at the Santa Fe Red Cross office on June 18th.
New at 6, the Albuquerque community helping local horses in need. A series of fundraising events, including a golf tournament and a community rodeo, recently raised $67,000 for the Tamaya Horse Rehabilitation Program. Funds will go towards shelter and care for neglected horses.
So right now I'm working on prototypes for vegetable-inspired donuts.
Oh my God, I love it.
This new live stream is letting you watch artists behind the Meow Wolf decorations create in real time. Wolf watching is now streaming live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Twitch, a platform for people interested in arts and video games.
Construction is beginning on a new lab to advance space research at Kirtland Air Force Base. Work is expected to be done by next summer. The new facility will house 65 engineers and scientists. They will conduct research for space exploration and equipment advancement.
The Metro Threat Index is very low for tomorrow. Some of our warmest temperatures of the spring so far. It's just going to be hot, largely clear, and it looks pretty good on Saturday as well.
Farmers in Valencia County are circulating a petition to protect their land from power lines. Pattern Development wants to build high voltage power lines in open space area south of Belen near Highway 116. But people who live nearby worry the lines will ruin their property values and their scenery. There are already more than 100 signatures opposing the line.
Nintendo is bringing its gaming exhibit to the state fair this year. You will get to play new Nintendo Switch games and take part in Nintendo-themed challenges. It's part of a nationwide tour. It will be at the fair on the weekend of September 6th.
New at 6, some big names are coming to Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Nick Robinson and Cole Sprouse will star in the movie Silk Road. The true crime movie will begin filming this month through mid-July. It will employ 80 New Mexico crew members.